Hi everyone, I'm Katarina. Thank you so much for being here today. So in this video I am going to be playing with the goodies that came with the latest issue of Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine, and this is issue 259. Now paper pads, toppers, pre-printed and pre-cut toppers, it's not something that I normally craft with. However, this paper pad is the most stunning paper pad ever. I mean, it came free with the magazine, but I would most certainly pay money to buy this. This is just amazing. So we have 5 foiled die cut topper sheets, 4 foiled pattern papers and 25 pattern papers. So you can see this gives you a glimpse into the design of the sunflowers and the autumn theme. The colors are just stunning. I absolutely adore everything about this one, so I decided to play with this, and I'm going to create some cards today, but first I'm going to show you what we have got here. So we have this gorgeous orange with sunflower details, and then the same one but with foiled sunflowers. Hi, stunning. And then we have 3 of these orange one with white dots. We have like a water wash kind of, it's like an orangish yellowish color. Then these are all single-sided too. So we have this here. Hi, stunning is this design. Oh, I just love it, absolutely adore it. So we have then another sunflower design. This is a much more muted one, and we have 2 of each, except this here we have 3 of those, and then some of them on one of those is foiled. So then we have another polka dots design. We have this here, another stunning one. Definitely going to use this here. And then we have, this is beautiful also. Like, I can't even pick a favorite, guys. These are just so stunning, and this is a foiled version of this one in here. And then we have 2 of these, which are also beautiful. I love this purplish bordeaux kind of color with the sunflowers. Just beautiful combination. So we have 2 sunflower sheets, and then 2 different ones. This one is a foiled one again. And then more lovely sunflowers. Like, yellow is my favorite color, and sunflowers are my favorite flowers. Well, one of my favorites. Anything yellow I really love. I really love sunflowers. We plant them every year with my kids. And then this one is a foiled, all the middle of the sunflowers. The seeds are foiled. And this here, how beautiful is this paper? Wow, all the splatters in there, just stunning. So these are all the pattern papers. And then we have the sentiment topper sheet. Lots of different sentiments on it. And then we have these die cut toppers, which you can just pop out and use. We have so many of these. So we have 5 sheets all together, and they are all different. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we have some of these stripes in here as well. So absolutely stunning for borders, and this is what I'm going to create cards with today. But first I want to just go through the magazine just a little bit. So we can see this one in here is very eye-catching, and this one was created by the lovely Ashley. So she created several cards for this magazine, and they are all so nice. And it is this one here, the hexagonal pop-up card, that made it to the front cover as well. It is really a stunning card. So we have some more in here. And we have some other designers in here who worked with this set of papers. So there's Sarah. She created some gorgeous gift packagings. These are lovely ideas. So we have gift bags. We have a little topper for your gift. We have a gift card holder, a pillow box, and then a gift box in there as well. I think that's it. And now let's see, there was one more. So it is Jen, and she made some stunning ones. This here, isn't this one so very eye-catching? I really love the design, the way she worked with the squirt on the circle base. I really love it. And then all the other ones, I mean, the paper pads and the toppers are so gorgeous in themselves. This is that lovely paper with the splatters and all on it, that they just lend themselves to beautiful cards, and I cannot wait to create some lovely cards with these. And then next, I always like to see, almost every single time when I get my magazine, the first thing I look is what we are getting next month. So next month we are getting a lovely Christmas tree sentiment die, which is 2 pieces, so I'm guessing one of them is the outline die. That will be beautiful. Also getting some pretty papers and sentiment toppers. So yeah, I'm really excited to get that. Christmas crafting is underway in a lot of households now in the crafty community. So I've started my Christmas cards too, and I already shared a video, so yeah. Bring this one on. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Now, also, something very exciting is happening this month. A little birdie told me that in the next issue of Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine, we will find out who the winners of this year's competition of Card Maker of the Year are. So I cannot wait to find that out. I really am so excited. So issue 260 should be a very good one. The winners would probably, well, not probably, they definitely already know that they are the winners. So there are some 4 very excited people now, anxiously awaiting the release of the next magazine, and so am I very excited for them. I can't wait to find out who they are, what they made. So yeah, very exciting month indeed. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm going to prepare a few things, and we are just going to do some very simple card making today using all of this paper pad, paper kit in here. So I'll see you back in a little minute. And with the magic of video editing, I have some bits and pieces prepared to make 3 gorgeous cards using the paper kit. For the first one, I'm just going to use a simple square base, 7 by 7 inches. The gold one is 6 3/4 inch squared and 6.5 for the pattern paper. I have these strips which measure, the gold cardstock measure 1 3/4 by 6 inches, and then 1.5 by 5 3/4 for the pattern paper. I layer them up and I have 2 more of these prepared. I'm going to add foam tape at the back of all these 3. I'm going to also reinforce it with some liquid glue, and I'm going to center the first one, and then I'm going to add the other 2 on either side. Now I'm just using this as a normal side folding card today, but you could easily turn this into a top folding one as well. So I'm just adding all the 3 panels in there, and then I am going to bring in a topper I chose from the paper pad, which is this lovely squared one. It came out in 3 pieces, and I'm going to add the first one at a diamond shape, just adding some quick grab glue on all around the frame. And then I'm going to bring in that smaller frame, and I'm going to add that in a square position. Again, just using my quick grab glue, which is the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue today. And then for the middle of the topper with the lovely sentiment on it, I am bringing in some foam pads, and I'm actually adding double layer of these foam pads behind this sentiment. And the sentiment reads, "Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace." I think it's gorgeous, isn't it? So because of the 2 layers of foam pads, it sets out so nicely away from the card base. I think it adds a really lovely dimension to it. Just to finish off the card, all I'm doing is bringing in some rhinestones, and I'm going to pick out 4 of the gold ones from one of my bling boxes, which I got from Chloe's Creative Cards, and I'm just going to add 1 in each of those corners in there. So 4 in total. I'm adding some glue, liquid glue, just dry killer glue, and that's it. Card number 1, just like that, ready. And super gorgeous. For card number 2, I'm going to make a rocker card, but slightly differently than what I ever done before. I'm going to use ovals for the card base. So I used the oval dies from Chloe's Creative Cards, and I used the largest one, which is the scalloped one, to cut out the card base of yellow cardstock. And then the next one down, which is the pierced edge die, I cut out that gorgeous paper with all the splattery details, and then with my trimmer, I just cut it down to size to semi-oval. Is that a word? Semi-oval? So it fits perfectly on the front. I am going to use a stopper because once the card is displayed, it should stand up and not flatten out on the table. So this will prevent it from happening. This one measures 1 by 3 inches, cordine at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 and 2 1/4, folded into a W shape. And I am not burnishing these core lines. I just want this to be nice and springy. I'm adding my liquid glue on the 2 outermost little tabs in there. I'm going to place this inside the card. So if I didn't do this, there's a chance the standing of my card would just flatten out like this, and that would take the whole purpose away from a rocker card. So I'm just adding that in the inside, and now my card won't be able to open up any more than that little tab allows it to. So I really love how this is turning out. Using the oval instead of the circle just really adds a little bit of an interest to it, doesn't it? I only ever use circles for rocker cards, so this is a lovely change. So this is kind of the way I am planning to decorate this card. Just took that frame and sentiment from one of the topper sheets and the 2 sunflowers from another one. And I'm just adding liquid glue on anything that is touching that card base in there, and then attaching the sunflowers together, and that's it. The card's ready. It was so easy put together, and it is gorgeous. Now, because I have a little shine from the gold foiled paper on the right hand side, I thought it needed something to catch the eye on the left hand side too. So I just decided to bring in 3 of the rhinestones, one of the largest one of the medium, and one of the smallest size. And this is the same bling box I used on card number 1. If it's still available, I will link it in the description box below. At the back, you have lots of room to write your message. You could add acetate behind the toppers if you wish, but I quite like how it looks, something different. So card number 3, a 10 by 7 inch card base, cordine at 5 inches, giving me a 5 by 7 inch card base in here, again from the same yellow cardstock. Well, I'm cutting some away from the front, so on the score line I'm coming down 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to cut away the top part of the front of the card again down to the 5 inches, or that score line in there. And so I'm left with that half panel on the front of the card. Now, to add my matten layers for the card front, I brought in the gold mirror cardstock measuring 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, and the pattern paper from the paper pad 3 inches by 4.5. I layered them together and added them to the half dough on the front of the card. And this white piece of cardstock measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and I ran it through my die cutting machine with one of the embossing folders I have from Chloe's Creative Cards. And this one is, I think, the Art Deco style. I'm not sure what's the name of it, but I will link in the description box below. So this will be going on the back panel. I've pulled out some of these toppers in an arched shape, which I think is beautiful, again with the V and the sunflowers. I just love all of these toppers. It's so hard to choose. I have this die set from Tattered Lace, and this is an archway arched shape nesting die set. The larger one I cut out of yellow cardstock, same as the card base, and a smaller one of the white. Now the shape of the arch is perfect, but they are a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut them down to size. And I'm adding little marks just with my pencil, or where should I cut them, and then using my paper trimmer, I'm just cutting them away where I had put those pencil marks. Now it is time to layer these up together. So I'm just going to use my Collal glue to glue the white arch onto the yellow one. And once they are glued together, I'm just going to hold them in place without gluing anything down, opening the little door and just adding a pencil line to see how far I should come off with my glue. and then I can slide this in onto the front of that little door. I'm using the grid line in here to make sure that everything is nice and straight with equal place on both sides of the arch, and now I can press down on it to make sure that it sticks very well. I'm going to add, using my liquid glue, the outline of the arch as well, and then to add the middle of the arch I'm just using foam pads, and this time I'm only using the one layer. And now you will be able to see one of the benefits of using liquid glue on top of the foam pads, because once I stick it down I realize it is not straight at all. Using the liquid glue will allow me to peel it back and stick it back down again, and this time it is nice and straight, just the way I like it. So the thinking of you sentiment, I'm going to add underneath the arch, but I want to add some of this stripe again from the this strip is from the paper pad as well, so I'm cutting it down to 4.5 inches, and it has lovely gold border to it as well. I'm going to glue it just underneath the arch, covering up the yellow bit but not the white. And then the thinking of you, I'm going to pop up on some foam pads, and I'm just going to glue it right in the middle in there underneath the arch. The last thing that I'm going to do, I've cut out an arch the same size as that white one to go inside of my card. So I'm just adding it behind the yellow arch in there, and then I will be able to fold the back of the card on top of it. This way I can ensure that it is going to a place where won't be able to see it when the card is closed or displayed. So this is card number 3 ready too. So to recap, there's number 1, that 7 by 7 inches square card. Number 2 was a rocker card, to which I used oval as a base today, just for a change. And card number 3, the half door arch shape embellishment, not sure what to call it, half door card, or half front panel card, not sure. Let me know what would you call this card in the comment section below. So I will, as always, add some close-ups at the end of this footage, at the end of this video. Do let me know, please, which one do you like, number 1, number 2, or number 3 card? I think they are all so gorgeous, and I will definitely keep coming back using this paper pad. I'm not going to hide it too much in my craft room. I will keep it nice and handy. Coming in the autumn time soon, I think I will be able to use these loads and loads for birthdays and all different occasions. I really am so grateful that you watched this video here with me today. And if you like the video, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. I will be back very soon with another lovely video or project share tutorial. I really hope to see you then. Until then, bye.